That's what's happening to our dollar.
I have to go for a ride in Tesla. It's the last day before she goes off.
Money, 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 money.
He's gonna experience that feeling.
You ever go 0 to 60 while throwing cash out the
How do you even open this?
You don't.
Less than 101.
You don't open it?
No.
Press the back of the handle with
go-
your thumb,
Yeah.
and then it pops out. Press it with your thumb.
Wow.
And then you pull it with your hand. Yeah, there you go.
Wow. Okay.
He keeps a towel on the seat because you're gonna shit yourself.
No.
Everybody does this.
Yeah, let's see if you can hear the outside.
Yo! It doesn't want to go. Oh! Zach! Money! So driving so we can high five and we can drive by them.
Well, you use the pedal and shit?
Watch, you'll see.
Oh wow, you're driving with the steering wheel right now?
Yes.
You hit the little brake, get a little side. Oh, that guy hit me. Get a little sideways. Look, now we're a sled. Now we're Santa's sleigh ride.
Is it playing Christmas music outside?
Yep. That's outside the car.
You're fucking joking. And if you sit on it, it acts like a whoopee cushion. Yep. I love that shit. Oh my fuck balls. All right.
She's fast, all right.
Oh
He's
my-
picking up the money over here that
I was
we just
throwing
threw
money
out.
out the window.
Holy shit.
They're
Fake
picking up
money.
the money.
Look at him parked.
There's another one right there. You found some money?
What's going on, man? What happened?
It's a fake one.
What?
Oh,
Ah. Good luck.
Yeah, I got a lot of ass, bro. Come on now.
That's why he's the manager, because he can manage that ass. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, how are we getting to the airport? Are we ready? Episode 3! It's time for the money! I'm actually completely unprepared for this whole episode. But Zach's gonna guide us through it. We're talking money today, baby.
Money around. We'll spread some dollars. Spread some wealth. I brought in the big old stacks today.
Yeah, this is all real, by the way. Legit.
Whatever, I can see it.
I stopped my savings. My savings back
I
today.
depleted it. I got none left.
So what are we talking about today, Zach? You tell me. 'Cause this
Just
is
my
your- this
favorite
is all
topic
you.
in the world. It's just my favorite topic in the world. It's
Isn't
these
it
little
everybody's?
Benjis. What's the beginning of Leonardo DiCaprio when he's like, enough of this shit. It'll make you feel like a Superman. And he snorts it and he goes,
Wolf of Wall Street.
I'm not talking about cocaine. I'm talking about the money.
The money. We're talking about the money. Tip jar.
For every like, we're gonna add a little tip in there for myself. That you do need.
Just picking up money, baby.
We're running a marathon. Oh, I'm running a marathon this weekend, and the goal is, in 6 months, Tony's gonna get himself a leg, and we're gonna go run another one.
Yes.
It'll be in New York though, not all the way down in
Yes.
fucking
I'm
Texas.
gonna cut my other leg off. To
And
prevent
Texas
having
is
to do
80
that.
degrees all week. I go down and run a marathon. It's fucking 30.
Yeah, that
How
sucks.
lovely.
That sucks.
How lovely. So anyway, talk about money. I got a lot of, I don't know if they're controversial topics, but definitely some hot takes and some shit that people probably have never heard before.
We're gonna talk about shit they should probably have talked about in school.
School!
In school, you know that place we go where they don't teach us fucking anything.
Anything?
How about some
Zero.
Pythagorean theorem for you? How about some fucking money talk?
Bryce, you want to take this and take some videos on it? Thank you. I got it already in today. I guess I'll tell you when because I got some good shit, but I'll do it when I got
All
my
right,
point.
let's go.
So,
Get us into
here's
topic one.
numero uno.
What's
Numero
topic
uno.
one?
The number one hot take, because everyone's heard this saying, is money is the root of all evil. How many times people heard that saying? 1 million times?
Yeah.
You've ever said it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't know if I agree with it anymore. It's also the root of all good shit.
It's the root of all good shit. That's right.
It's got
I heard-
the yin yang.
I
There's some
heard-
balance.
I heard Pitbull say a thing the other day. I just saw the video. Pitbull, the fucking whatever.
Did he say
Just-
dale?
dollar bills, yo.
Dale.
He said, money is not the root of all evil. He said, I'll tell you, people always talk about money doesn't create happiness. And
Bullshit.
he says that's bullshit. Let me tell you why. Because if you get a lot of money and you give it all away, you're gonna be a happy motherfucker when you help a lot of people out.
Big facts.
And I said, damn, that's big facts. Big facts, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Big flapjack facts with
That's
the
a
syrup.
flapjack fact. A lot of syrup, sugar free though. I'm on a diet.
All right, that's fine.
But my point is basically, listen, money is the root of all happiness. Like the people who say money doesn't buy happiness, like what the fuck are you talking about? Like only someone broke would say that.
Some comedian said, "Have you ever seen someone on a jet ski without smile? Like
on their own
money,
jet,
yeah.
like anything. Like yeah, listen, I get it. You're not gonna it's not gonna buy your happiness. But who the fuck says that? Like,
no, but you're miserable
yeah,
without
dude.
it.
Yeah, no, like
You gotta make money. Listen, it's every single day. Everybody gets up.
I'll tell you, when I rented a Lambo in Florida, it was a good old time. I was smiling the whole fucking time. You didn't see me without a grin on
I
my
was
face.
smiling when you rented that Lambo. But seriously, everybody gets up every day, and most of our activity is based on going and chasing dollars. I don't fucking get out of bed at 7 a.m. because I want to.
Yeah.
I get up because I fucking, it's about the moolah. I guess I got up pretty early today for this. And this
Yeah, I did
I'm
get
not
up
getting
early
paid
today.
for this. But
Well, not yet.
not yet.
It's because we got 12 subscribers.
Like and subscribe.
All right, so what was the one thing I just wanted to say? All right, so we're gonna get into some actual rules of money, some actual shit that's gonna help some people out today. So, rule numero uno is you do not get paid based on your intelligence. You are only paid strictly on your value in the marketplace. So, in terms of engineers are smart motherfuckers. A lot of teachers are very, very smart people, but you're not a teacher. I don't care if you're the smartest teacher in the school district, you get paid just as much as the quote unquote dumbest teacher in the school district.
Yeah.
Because you're not paid based on your intelligence, you're paid based on your value. So, in terms of the people who have the most skills, the people who can give you the most value, like AKA in solar, we make a lot more money in our sales position than a lot of other people do, because a lot of people can't do what we do.
Correct.
So our job is very, very valuable. A lot of people, if you take them off the street and told them, hey, go knock on doors and talk to people about solar and then sell them solar,
Yeah.
it's a very, very hard thing to do, So that's why we're able to make so much money.
A certain skill set.
Because we have a lot of value in what we do.
I think there's just a lack of people who are able to.
Well, that's the point.
Go
That means
and
the less people do it, the more valuable you are.
Exactly.
There's only one Elon Musk, and that's why the motherfucker makes so much money. Is because there's only one of them. And now we're on to that point. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, wealth. Everyone well, I get why you hate Jeff Bezos, because he does look like a fucking psychopath.
Mr. Clean's little brother.
He looks like a psychopath.
He does.
But like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, right? And I'm sure everyone saw the thing Elon Musk tweet back to World Hunger. Do you see that?
Yes.
Where he said, "Give $6 billion can solve our world hunger," and Elon Musk was like, "Give me a plan, and I'll give you the money right now." And then
They
basically
fucking
shut him down.
choked. That man is a problem. Well, actually, he's a solution.
Well, there you go, right there. Elon Musk, like, dude, why the fuck do people hate on that guy for having so much money? He's changed the world in so many ways, it's not even funny. And how many people invested in Tesla and are now also millionaires and billionaires because his company did so well. So he created, like, if you look at the valuation of Tesla, right? It's worth $1 trillion. Elon Musk is worth about $300 billion now. That means $700 billion is in other people's pockets.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
Like, that means he's created $700 billion for the economy and for, well, really $1 trillion, but $700 billion for other people.
Right. And when did Tesla incept?
2009.
That's when they started? Really?
Yeah, 2009.
He's done that.
The first Roadster, the first Tesla Roadster was made in 2009. Wow. And you know what his business plan was? Make a car, make money making that car, take the money to make cooler cars, repeat. That was like his
Go
plan
to
or something like
Mars.
that. Like he posted that on Twitter or some shit like that. But it was like the simplest concept. But anyway, people hate on these guys who create jobs and wealth. Like Elon Musk is probably the most valuable human being on the planet right now because he completely changed the car industry that's been the same for 60, 70 years on gas. Yep. Now GMC is going to be all electric. Ford's making electric cars. Volvo. Lamborghini said they're going to be all electric by 2024.
What?
Like, yeah.
All two of their cars?
Yeah, all two of them. and they have the same motor in all their cars anyway. So I mean, it's not that hard. They just make one new motor and they're good to go.
Yeah.
But like, there's so much. These guys do so much for the world. Like, you know how many people they employ, dude? Amazon. How many people are Amazon delivery drivers now?
Yeah.
500,000 people. They hired, I think it was 400,000 people in 2020. During a pandemic,
insane.
they hired 400,000 people.
Yeah.
That gave 400,000 people jobs. That's more than what fucking Joe Biden said he was going to do.
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden made like 400,000 jobs in a
Good
year.
old Uncle Joe.
And that's fucking the Mr. President.
Is he still alive?
Barely. I heard he got his colonoscopy. Kamala Harris was an active president. Because he had to go under and get his butthole checked.
Really?
Yes, he did.
Good
You didn't
for
hear about
her.
that?
No.
He had to get his
Try
butthole
not
checked.
to
So when he
listen
went
to
under,
anything.
Kamala Harris became the first woman active president.
Good job, Kamala.
I'm proud of you.
What was her approval rating?
Not very high. So being poor is selfish, I would say. You know?
Is this the next topic?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
I'm
it
just
is.
rolling through topics.
All right, let's
because
go. Give me
we
something
got
to
nothing
argue about.
Being poor is selfish.
Fucking right it is.
Selfish
You
as
gotta
fuck.
provide for your family and friends.
Your fucking neighbor gets cancer. Bro. Your wife gets cancer. You can't pay for the treatment. That's selfish.
Well, yes.
That's
I mean,
selfish.
cancer is pretty fucking expensive to pay for.
That's my point.
Right.
You need money for emergencies,
Right.
bro.
Well,
Like, that shit
also,
happens.
If you really
Your
break
kid
it
hurts
down-
his leg. Like, you can't even bring him to the hospital. You have no health insurance. Like,
Right.
you're selfish.
I'm going to argue that a little. If you're
Go ahead.
trying to make money, you're not being selfish. But if you're failing at making money,
well, yeah. I mean, that's okay. You're still trying, but
right.
But if
But
you're
if
poor,
you're
you're
choosing
selfish.
to be poor, oh yeah, fuck you.
Dude, you can't help anybody. You can't do
No.
anything. You can't donate to charities. You can't donate to your church.
But in good
you
old
can't help fund
America,
people's researches.
You can be poor and you get paid for it.
You get paid for it. You get a little help for being poor.
Yeah, no, it's incentivized here.
Yeah.
Matter
it
of
is.
fact, don't get a job.
Why would you? You get paid $1,000 a week to sit at home.
Sit home. Yeah.
Why would you get a job?
Isn't that crazy? That's what the pandemic.
Make $52K a year.
Sitting on your ass.
$1,000 a week. $52K a year. That's that's the average medium household
Don't work.
income.
I'll work and pay taxes so you can just chill.
Just buy me a cake.
That drives me fucking
Buy
crazy.
me a cake every Friday.
That shit drives me nuts.
Buy me a cake every Friday.
It is selfish, but so many people have done it. Are doing it. It's becoming so normal and so commonplace, where people just sit home and collect these checks, and they don't even feel morally wrong for it. I feel like everybody just thinks it's so normal now, which fucking really pisses me off. It just drives me fucking nuts. Don't you want to come get some of this by yourself? Don't you want to earn some money?
Oh, that shit is pretty.
You know the good feeling you get when you look at your bank account?
Oh,
I
and there's some commas in that
generated
bitch.
Oh yeah.
When there's some when your bank account's got some commas in it, that's a pretty sight.
Sometimes I'll draw one on. It never really helps, but it feels good for a hot second.
Add a couple zeros in the end of that shit. Turn the period where it says 1,000 period
to a
00.
comma.
Turn that one to a comma. Now you got 10 grand.
for 5
know?
minutes.
You could fake it.
You just can't spend
Fake
it.
it till you make it. But yeah, listen, being poor is selfish. You can't help anybody. You can't do shit. Not that your life sucks. Is listen, there's plenty of people that are happy poor. I'm not saying that you're not going to be happy, but it's selfish. Like, you literally can't help anyone out if they have problems or if you need something, or even yourself. Like, what if you get injured or you're sick or something like that? You can't even help yourself.
Right.
So you can't donate to charities. You can't help churches. You can't do anything when you're poor. All it does is
Also,
you're
sitting
looking
at
out for
home-
yourself and yourself only. Like, you're the type of person, we're gonna go get Dunkin' together. You're like, yeah, dude, you pay for yours. Your $2 coffee, I'm gonna pay for my $2 coffee. I'm not paying for your coffee. Like,
That is the most unsexy
You know?
thing in the world. I love buying shit for people.
dude,
If we go to
great
lunch,
feeling.
I love buying lunch for people. It's
No
just
one
like a
pays for
little
lunch when they're
thing,
with me.
and it's like it takes all that awkwardness away of like, how we splitting this? It's like,
Yeah.
no, fuck it, we ain't splitting this.
Yeah.
You get me next time, maybe.
Yeah.
But also,
That's an old school thing because now you go out with I go out with my sister and her friends. There's 6 of them. They're all
splitting it,
with
yeah,
card.
yeah, not sexy,
And servers hate that shit too.
not sexy. Just pick the bill up, yo.
Yeah.
Just pick it up. But I always think about shit like if I'm going out to dinner, if I wouldn't pay, and this obviously comes with exceptions, but if I wouldn't pay the whole bill, I might not go. Then it's not worth it. But to me, if we go out to dinner and we have a good time and it's like just me and a couple guys and like we have a great time, I'll pick it up. or a lot of the people I hang out with will pick it up.
When you're with a girl.
Well, I've had a girlfriend for 3 years, so
Yeah, when you're with your girl.
I always pay. I mean, listen, she pays sometimes
Do
because
you live together, Zach? You and your girl?
no.
If you did, would you split? Would you take on the expense of certain?
So I'm big on like percentage. Like I make a lot of money. My girlfriend doesn't make that much money, so I would expect her to contribute just as much as I contribute in terms of like if I make 20 grand a month and she makes 2 grand a month, she's not paying the rent. But I would expect her to buy groceries and buy little shit that because listen, you have to have
Play
some
your
effort
role.
and some
Yeah,
money.
you
Yeah,
gotta
because if
be-
not, then you're just
Right.
you know, then you don't
At least show you some fucking effort.
correct. So like we just paid for we're going to my birthday. We're going down to Hunter Mountain to snowboard. And I paid for basically everything. I said, listen, all you have to do is rent your snowboard. Like I paid for everything else, the whole nine. But if she doesn't put any money towards it,
Then
then
it's
she doesn't
free
value
ride.
it at all.
Right.
You know? So
And that's
I make her
bad.
contribute as much as percentage wise as much as she, you know,
Can, right.
she can.
Right.
Same with like when we go on vacation, everything. Obviously, listen, I have the money to pay for it all, but that's not the point. We're also young. We're not married and shit, so I'm trying to I'm not trying to big brother and teach her lessons, but you know, I'm
Instill
trying
values,
to
though, yeah.
You know, I don't
You
want
gotta
to
do
I don't
that.
want to be fucking have her sitting at home and not working and doing that stuff, and she doesn't want to either. You know, she's a hustler. She wants to make money. She bartends. She serves. She's about it too. So, same thing.
I think there's an appropriate time for like your girlfriend to certainly.
Yeah,
Put it
listen,
into the
if I'm
pot.
worth if I'm
Right.
worth 100 million, she's not paying for shit. But
Right. Fuck it.
yeah,
Who cares? But
I
like
ain't worth
even
that.
you know, as I've whenever I have a girlfriend, if we go out to dinner, I'm always paying. But like if it gets to a point where it's like, God damn,
He
bitch,
says that
do
until you start dating him.
Do you even have $1? Like
That's
if I
just a
start
plug.
having that thought, I'm gonna be like, all right, you're buying something. Like you got money too, bud. But like I don't think it's sexy to be like, all right, we're splitting everything 50-50, babe. This is how we're gonna operate this relationship. That's not. I don't know. I just don't like when people are selfish with money. I think it's fucking like go work harder so you have money to spend.
Oh. All right. Well, on this topic, inflation. This 100 right here, in 1920, $100 could buy you damn near a house. Now today,
Maybe not a house, but
dude, you ever seen the average cost of living for like 1928? There's a picture of it that's all
have
over
it?
on the internet. The average yearly income is like $1,700 or something like
are
that.
you fucking kidding me?
$1,700 a year. A year. That's the average income. They were getting paid like $11 a week.
I know what I'm doing if I get a time machine.
Going back with all my
I'm
money.
going back.
You'd be loaded. 10 grand, you'd be fucking loaded. You could buy the best car, the best house, the best everything. So this in 1928 could get you probably a used car. Seriously, probably a used car. Now today,
Nuts.
you can't even pay for dinner if you go out with you and your wife. You can't even pay for dinner
Just
with
talking
$100.
about that. Going grocery shopping now has even in the last 5 years. You know, you could go out and get your shit for the week for $100. Now it's like $200 just to get little shit. That's what's happening to our dollar, especially with all this fucking money.
Almost burnt my fucking hand.
Especially all the money that was just given out in America. Like we were just saying, with the fucking people collecting checks for sitting home and doing nothing, that devalues our dollar so much. The dollar's only worth the work that was put in behind it to earn it. And so much money has been given out.
All right, you
We're
ready?
going to experience hyperinflation.
Go ahead. Keep going.
You probably know that. I know how you operate.
Yeah.
I came in unprepared for this shit.
Well, listen,
So give me the statistics, Poppy.
6.2%. We're at 6.2% inflation rate this year so far, year to date.
Versus
Typically, average is about 2% a year, 2 to 2.5% a year. The inflation
which
usually
isn't
goes
bad.
up. So
Not a bad thing.
yeah, correct. A little inflation is normal. It
Right.
kind of has to happen.
Yes.
That's how wealth is created because things go up in value. But 6%, dude, that's triple. That's a big deal.
Right.
You know, 5, 10, 15% in terms of that kind of stuff is big. Like a 10% increase in inflation, you can feel it. Same with this. A 6.2% increase in inflation is a serious topic. But like, listen, I don't know if it's still true now, but back 6 months ago or so, if you looked at how much money was printed, how much money was created, most people have already heard of this statistic. But in the last 12 to 18 months, maybe it could be up to 24 months now, 40% of all money was printed in the last 12 to 24 months. So you're talking about in America. You're talking about the world's been around, or America's been around for 100 plus years, right? All of the money, out of all the money that's been printed over all the 100 years, right? 40% of it was printed in the last 2 years.
And my take on that is that money that was printed was, for the most part, given out, handed to
Makes
people.
this shit worthless, bro.
What is this
It's
$100
paper.
worth if you didn't work for
It's
it?
paper.
It's nothing.
It's nothing.
Trash.
This literally means nothing. It holds no value. The only reason it has a value is because the fucking government says it does.
Right.
That's the only reason.
Well,
That's the only reason it holds value, because
holding
people
on to the
say it
value
does.
that it had.
And as soon as it gets out that it's really not that valuable, and people start to lose value in it and lose interest in it,
Create panic.
dude, that's it. That's it. The dollar goes to shit.
Right.
The dollar's gonna go to shit. I got fucking money burnt up all on my laptop. But all right, and now here's another little rule for someone, because this is some down and dirty shit that you've probably never heard before. But do you know what money really is? Like, how money is printed, right?
It's a debt note.
Money is just debt.
Yeah.
That's all money is. It's just,
Well,
that's how you
American,
create money.
yeah.
The government prints money and goes into
Dollars
debt.
are, yes.
The
to the Federal Reserve.
Correct.
It's a debt note.
It's just debt. That's all money is debt on people's names. So you want to know how people become wealthy? You use debt to buy assets. Because listen, you pay no money and no taxes on debt. So if I'm in debt $1 million next year and I own assets with that million, and I make money on that million in assets, but it's from my debt I have, I pay $0 in taxes,
Yeah.
and I make X amount of money
It's like
from
when
those
you
assets.
invest in real estate. That's why the Burr method is so good.
Correct.
Because you're using money that when you refinance, you owe that money to someone. So you're not paying taxes.
You don't
on
pay
it,
taxes
but
on
you
it.
take that money and you purchase something else with it.
And let's say you get the interest rates right now are crazy. You're getting debt for 2, 3, 4%. You're buying something that goes up 2, 3, 5, 4%, or 2, 3, 5, 6% a year.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you got a good investment, 7 to 10%. If you got home runs, 10 to 15%, right?
Or if you go solar
But
with me, you can get 0%.
even if you just take that money, even if you take that money and put it into fucking anything, inflation goes up 6.2% a year. So automatically the money's way more valuable in something else other than a bank account or sitting there. You know?
Yeah. Right now is the worst time to have money sitting in your bank account.
The worst thing in the
Go
world.
put it in something. Go buy a property. Go buy something that's going to gain value over time. Go buy gold. Do
I have
something
no
with it.
money left in my account. Like, if you looked at my bank account, you would say, wow, this guy is broke. It's because all of it is in places. I have so much
right
money
here.
right now. Yeah. Well, that's why. There's nothing left in my bank
We're
account.
lighting it on fire this morning.
There's nothing left in my bank account. But all my money is in places. Like, it's just, I can't let it sit in the account
No, it's
because it
such a
just
bad thing
loses.
to do.
Dude, most banks give you 0.01%. 0.01%.
less
Maybe there's a decimal in there too. But
I think
you're
it's
talking about
less
earning less than 1%.
on your money. Well,
on
they
your
have
money.
it out and they're making fucking 10% on it.
That's how money's created, though. Like, that's why the bank gives you fucking debt, because that's how money is created. You don't pay taxes on debt, so people borrow money and use it, and they don't pay taxes on it, because money is truly just debt. This is literally the government's debt that they give to us to use.
To the Federal Reserve, right?
To the Federal Reserve. Not the government, I should say, but the Federal Reserve gives to us to use, you know? So, all right. Now that hopefully you guys understand a little bit more about the money aspect of it, I'm going to try to share some ways to make some more money.
Oh.
You like that, right?
I know a way.
Throw a little on me. Throw a little on me.
Uber, dancing, stripping in the club. Get it poppin'. All right.
So, no, we're not going to talk about that. All right, I got some good stuff. Well, first of all, if your income is below a certain level, like obviously it's relative to certain people, depending on where you are in life. But if you're making $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a year, and you're not netting anything at the end of the year, like you're struggling to pay rent, you're struggling to pay your bills, you don't need to worry about anything, not taxes, not shit. All you need to worry about is making more money for yourself. Like if you're in a barely scraping
I'm
by.
going to disagree with you there. If you're a 1099 employee, you should learn tax strategies.
No.
Even if you're only making 40K. Absolutely. If you're making 40K, You're going to pay 6 at the end of the year, 6, 7, something like that, unless you write it off. You should know a little bit about tax strategies. I'm going to disagree with you on that.
Okay. If you are a
1099 employee,
if you're a
if
business
you're
owner,
collecting a check every week and you're paying tax in it, don't worry about it.
yeah, if you're a W2.
Go get your check at the end of the year.
All right. Well, listen. Even if you are a W2 employee, you should. And people are gonna hate this, but you should join a network marketing company or some company where you become a business owner, because then you could write off a lot of more shit. So like,
Fuck yeah.
as soon as you become a business, all of a sudden, you can now write off your dry cleaning your clothes and the clothes you buy for work. You can write off the car. You can write off your fuel. You can write off all this other shit because now you're a business owner. And what does it cost you to get into network marketing? $99 a year, $100 a year, $500 a year even. In turn, though, because you're now a business, because you could write off a lot of that stuff, you can save thousands of dollars on your taxes.
And
you know,
you can actually focus on building business and making more money for yourself.
Yeah.
Instead of working the same fucking job.
Dude, listen.
Where they give you a $1 raise every fucking year.
Speaking of Amazon and wealth creators, fucking go on. You can go online and sell shit on Amazon. Like if you can go to Marshall's.
Oh yeah.
Buy clothes, turn around, sell it on Amazon, and make,
And turn a profit, yeah.
you know, like that. Amazon
crazy
has
what
helped
you
us
can do
become
online.
rich. All the technology, all the shit we have, has literally made it so easy for us to make money.
Right.
eBay, all that shit.
I mean, you got to be
Instagram.
smart. You got to know what you're doing. But as far as it being easy, yes. You can sit
It is
in
the
one
easiest
room,
time in the world
right,
to
you
make
can
money.
sit in a room
It's never been easier.
on a computer, purchase goods from here low at a low cost and sell them right from where you're sitting.
Yeah.
Without even touching them.
Crazy.
What's that with the drop shipping companies? That's all they do,
Dropshipping,
right?
yeah. I did that for a
That
little
shit's
bit.
crazy.
I did
Did
that
you?
for a little bit, yeah.
I didn't know
Did
that.
drop shipping. I did a lot of shit,
What were you
dude.
selling?
I had Motor Gear Supply, it was called, and it was all kinds of motorcycle shit. Art pads, helmets, chest plates,
You motherfucker.
everything. I also had a straight razor company. I would do straight razors for barbers. I drop ship them. They were all custom shit, and they were all
Guy
cool looking
doing
straight
anything
razors.
to make money.
That's how I was, dude. That was in high school. I was doing that kind of stuff, and then I didn't make a lot of money. I mean, I'm probably made over the course
But
of
you
doing it for
learned something.
6 months. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I took social media marketing classes, everything, the whole 9 yards. Not in college. I took real people who know how to do it, not fucking professors. I went to people who know social media and learned from them how to promote it, how to do all that stuff. But I also owned a business in Connecticut that was like a chamber of commerce business, which is like, you know, like BNI. If you guys have ever heard of BNI, I would go out to like a town like Danbury, right? And I would find an insurance person, a realtor, a mortgage person, a banker, a roof guy. Myself was always the solar guy, and I'd find all these different spheres of business, and then we would create a chapter.
mastermind, pretty much.
Yeah, and they would pay a membership fee. They would have They would share referrals.
It's a
The
great
whole 9
fucking
yards.
idea.
So I've done a lot of different shit like that, and now
great
obviously I
idea.
do solar. I now manage people as well. So I mean, listen, I'm young, but I've done a lot of shit, and I really have learned the rules of money, because there's nothing more important. Like in today's day and age, you literally can't do anything. You driving costs money.
Everything now.
Anything you do, any store you go
I
to.
spend like $100 a day minimum.
People say money doesn't matter, but like you can't even function in society without money. Like if you don't have money, you can't buy groceries, you can't drive your car, you can't do anything. There's nothing for free anymore. So yeah, money might be like your number one concern, but it's got to be top 3.
Hell yeah.
It's got to be top 3. You have to focus on your money. Money is like a jealous lover. If you don't pay attention to her, she's gonna go find somebody else's bank
Health,
account
wealth,
to get in.
and happiness.
She's gonna go find somebody else's bank account to get in, because your bank account ain't treating it well.
My bank account's a dirty little whore right now.
When all this money was printed, the rich got richer, the poor got poor, because we don't own assets, we don't buy shit that gives us money.
Right.
And when you give the middle class and the lower class money, they go and spend it, and they spend it on the businesses that are owned by the rich.
Right. And they spend it on stupid shit.
It's all a simple concept. It's been around for hundreds of years. Every time you give money to the middle class, lower class, it just goes right up to the rich. No matter what, even the trickle down theory, which I forget who created that, but Reagan. Okay, if you give money to the rich, it's supposed to trickle down. That's really not how it works either. It always goes to the rich because they're the smart people who know how to use it.
That shit don't trickle down.
Trickles right down from here, right into the rich's pocket.
Yeah, that's where it trickles down to. You're damn right.
It just comes down, it falls, it's like this, and then right in there.
Into the pocket.
You know what I mean?
That's funny.
So
What do you got?
some rules of money. Everyone should know, like the rule of 72. You know what that is?
No, I actually don't.
All right, this guy. You don't know the rule of 72?
72.
If you take
72
any
virgins in heaven waiting for me.
if you take a number and you divide it by 72 divide it by 72, that's how many how much you're going to earn. So let's say I'm going to earn 10%, and you divide it by 72, that gives you how long it's going to take for your money to double. So if I'm earning 10%, it's going to take me, if you divide it by 72, it'll tell you it's going to take you X many years to double.
I don't get it. Do it now. Do it on a calculator.
Okay. So if I'm earning a 10% return on my money,
Yep.
and I divide that by 72, it's going to take me 13 years to double my money. 13.8 years to double my money.
Really? I didn't
Correct.
know that.
To double my money.
We're learning.
Wait, did I do that the wrong? 72 divided by 10. Sorry, I did that the wrong way. The other way. Not 13
7.2
years.
years.
You divide 72 by you divide the annual return 10%. You divide that by 72, and that gives you
I don't know if we're learning anymore.
That gives you 7.2. There you go. I fucked it up.
Yeah,
that gives you 7.2. So it takes you 7.2 years to double your money. That's the rule of 72 with 10%. If you go more, like let's say you earn 8% only, you divide that by 72, it takes you 9 years to double your money if you earn 8%.
Okay.
You follow me?
Gotcha.
If you really know what you're doing and you can earn 15% a year, it takes you 4.8 years to
Double your money.
That's how long it would take to double your money. That's
At
the
what
rule of
percent?
72. 15%. It would take you 4.8 years to double the money. Without, obviously, there's compounding interest and stuff that you could throw in there.
So
for
15 times 4.8.
I know math is hard.
Yeah, no. I'm thinking of it backwards when it works.
But that's the rule of 72.
That's interesting.
That's how long it'll take you to double your
It's hard
money.
to find something with that good of a yield. You know, that percentage back.
You're never going to find something with, I mean, no, that's not
15%?
true. You
You
will
can.
find stuff with 15%, but not like a regular, index fund
If you
or something
invested
like that. You got to know what
in
you're doing.
real estate about 2 years ago, if you put a lot of money in, you would have collected
Dude,
15%.
Tesla's going up 100%. Bitcoin's going up fucking 1,800% in the
yeah.
last year. Like,
That shit's crazy.
there is a lot of shit because the market right now, there's plenty of shit that's going up astronomical amounts of money.
Yeah.
Astronomical amounts. And obviously, if you make 72% on your money, 72 times 72 is 1 year. So if you can make 72% a year, you'll double your money every year. You look like I lost you when I just said that.
No, I'm just imagining
picking up
doubling
what
my
I'm putting
money
down.
every year if I did that for 5
Patrick
years.
Bet David, a rule of doubles. $1, $2, $4, $8, 16, 32, 64, 112,
20.
whatever. I don't know. I can't do all that math in my head. But if you take $1, you could have, I think it's like 300.
If you double it,
Yeah, if you double it every day. So if you take, let's see, if you start with $100 on the first of the month, and you double that, that's
but
200,
for fucking
400,
20 days,
800,
you're gonna be
16.
rich.
Hold up.
25.
That's
51,000.
That's
how
in
many
10
days?
days.
Yeah.
51,000.
Keep going. Go to 20 days. You're rich.
13 million.
Yeah.
20 days if you took
Somebody-
$100
There's an
and doubled it
interesting
20 days
thing.
in a
It
row
was like, would you rather have $1 million cash or would you double a penny
every year.
every day for a month?
And you would have way more with the double.
It's like $13 million or some shit.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's crazy.
That's the way it works, dude.
I'm
Because
just going to ask you for double my money every day for a little while.
be dead broke, I would. I'd be dead broke. But that's one rule of money. There's also like, I try to live by the 40-40-20 rule, which is 40% of the money goes to because we live in fucking New York. Obviously, I play the tax scheme, but 40% of our money goes to the IRS in most states, especially if you're making good money between state and federal and all that stuff. The other 40% should go to you and your company. So you should spend it on advertising or learning more or books
Business
or
building.
seminars, any kind of business
Expanding
thing.
your business, yeah.
20% is personal. So that means, listen, you're pretty broke even if you're making $250,000 a year. That's $20K a month. Let's call it $20K a month. 40% of that is $12,000. So $8,000 automatically goes to the IRS. The other 40%, the other $8,000 goes to the business. So now you're left with $4,000 a month to live on for your personal use.
Yeah, which isn't a lot.
That's I mean, dude, my rent is $1,200. You know, groceries, everything. That's you turn all of a sudden you make $250,000 a year. You almost feel broke again. But that's in 5, 10, 15 years of doing all that, investing in your business, investing in you. That 250 ain't gonna be 250 in 10 years. You know.
Yeah.
You're gonna make a lot more money because of the way you're doing it.
If
What do you got?
figure it
Anything
out.
for me?
No, I'm letting you run this one. I came
see that.
completely unprepared for the money talk.
All right. Well, I got one more thing. Capitalism. Before capitalism was a thing, and I'm only saying this because a lot of people now, especially our age, not that they like socialism, but they
Seems
think
like
capitalism is bad almost. I don't know if it's necessarily.
Yeah, because they're failing to understand how it works and work hard.
Listen, before capitalism in America, there was imperialism, which imperialism is straight up. I'm bigger than you. The buddies behind me are bigger than you. I'm going to come take your land and your house because I fucking want to. That's how America was started. That's what we fucking did to Indians and Native American, or not Indians, Native Americans.
Racist.
So that was before capitalism. Without capitalism, it would be a shit show, dude. You walk into places with guns and stick them up and take whatever you want because
the mafioso way.
You know.
Yeah.
So capitalism, and I think I don't know if I talked about this, but on another podcast, I think we did when we were on Spotify still, and we weren't recording them, but like the way you look at a country and say, okay, what country's the best country? Like I know people always like to hate on America, but there's more immigrants that come to this country by tenfold than any other country.
Absolutely.
It's not even close. People love America. And why do people love America? Because of the dream, because of the American dream, because you can come here and you can create wealth pretty fucking easily if you just work and you do and you kind of understand the game and you know what you're doing. You can create wealth in this country way better than any other country. You go to other countries, dude. You go to China. It's like absurd.
Yeah.
China. You got China.
Yeah, I'd say.
You're not giving me a lot to work with.
I can't say from experience. I don't know.
My mouth is
if,
drying up because I'm talking so much.
I've never been to any other country and tried to make money there, but there must be something good going on here considering how many people are making their way up here, over here.
What was it? I think there's like 1,100 millionaires are created a day or something like that in America.
That's a lot. Can I get $1? Let me get $1.
Filling this up with some hundreds. I'll tell you that.
All right, what else do we got?
I was
Those are
hoping
the
you
topics.
would give me something.
I told you.
I gave you a lot.
I came.
The goal anymore. It's not the top goal.
Dude, $1 million you're broke.
That's fucking
$1
nothing.
million you're broke. You want to do the math on it? Do the math on it. How much do you spend a year to live on? Let's call it. You got a family, right? You got $2,000 a month in mortgage. You got $1,000 a month in utilities between gas, electric, the whole 9 yards, unless you have solar. But if you don't have solar,
come see me.
that's $3,000 plus your kids plus school. What is it? $5,000 a month is probably pretty average for a household income to spend.
Maybe not average. That sounds a little higher than the average.
Okay, $4,000,
Considering
$3,000.
How many fucking? Yeah, probably.
$3,000 a month. $4,000 a month. We're gonna do $4,000. I'll do a couple numbers, but $4,000 a month.
Well, who are we talking about? Let's talk about people who actually go out and work, make money, business owners.
I'm talking about the average household.
Well, then you're way high.
So let's call it. They spend $4,000 a month. They spend $4,000 a month in cost of living, right? I'm talking about food. I'm talking about everything. They have to make that to survive. You divide $1 million by $4,000 a month. That's 250. That means 250 months. You divide that by 12. That means you're broke in 20 years. Dead broke in 20 years if you have $1 million. Dead fucking broke. If you retire at 65, if you live past 85, motherfucker, you're broke.
Broke.
You don't have a penny.
Yeah.
$1 million is not the goal, bro. $1 million, you're still broke.
Absolutely.
You can't survive on $1 million, and that's $4,000 a month. Like, who wants to live on $4,000 a month? If you've worked your whole life to save up, you want to enjoy the fruits of your labor.
What do you think average income in America is?
31,000.
Oh, is that what you think it is right after you read it?
Yeah, right there.
Cool. That's fucking
The average
nuts.
median is like.
Could you
60
imagine
grand a
living
year.
off of $31,000 in the state of New York?
Well, state of New York is insane. If you look at all the states and shit, like New York, the average income's a lot more. That's
Yeah, I
counting
know.
everywhere, but
Right. But in the state of New York,
you couldn't.
no way.
You couldn't. That's less than $3,000 a month. That's like $2,800 a month to live on.
Where the fuck can I live that cheap?
Motherfucker, in New York City, you can't find one apartment for $2,800.
Facts. That's facts.
You can't even get an apartment, let alone food and survival and clothes.
That's fucking
You wouldn't be able to do anything else. You know?
All right. Well, let's go make some money.
Well, Tony didn't give me a lot here, so this is a lot of me talking.
Your advice on like retirement versus personal money stash versus
Well,
Social Security.
so Social Security is a joke now. It's going to be gone in 5 or 10 years. They've ran out of money there. Social Security's done. I would tell you all, if you're young, the easiest thing in the world to do, I've been doing it since I was 18, is a Roth IRA. You can invest $20 a month for the next 30 years of your life, and even $20 a month, fucking $500 a year, you would still be a millionaire if you invested $50 a month, $100 a month.
If you start early
for
enough.
20 years, 30 years.
20,
yeah.
30 years. Yeah.
If you're young.
So
But
my
my
only
go ahead.
gripe with those, right, is, and I've been looking into them now because my plan was always to buy real estate and then I'll retire off of what that's worth.
Mm-hmm.
Not the smartest idea, I'll admit that. But I have a problem with investing money into an IRA. Didn't a bunch of people in our lifetime just lose their retirements because of
The stock market?
financial crisis? Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, that's not the point. It's over 20, 30 years. It's guaranteed compounding interest to go up no matter what.
Unless there's
If
a
you-
market crash and then you
but
lose it all.
But it goes back up. The market has never there's a market crash every 20 years. There's a major market crash every 20 years guaranteed. This happens at the
So
beginning
those
of time.
people who just lost their retirements, what are they going to do now?
They did. The market's the highest it's ever been. It's back
So it
up.
just
No one
came
lost
back?
their money. Yes.
Okay. I haven't
You
studied enough of it.
Listen, the
to
market
know.
goes like this, right?
I understand how
goes
the
like
market
this. If you sell
works.
down, yeah, you might lose some money. A year and a half ago when COVID hit, the Dow was at 18,000 points. Or sorry, the S&P was at 18,000 points. If you sold at 18,000 points, you'd have lost a lot of fucking money. But no,
Right.
obviously, you're not an idiot. You don't sell at 18,000 points.
Right.
Now it's at 36,000 or something crazy like that, dude.
So you
What's the
just
Dow
gotta
at
wait
right now?
till the market comes
S&P
I got it on my phone.
500. S&P 500. Oh wait, no, not the S&P. The fucking Dow. The Dow is at 35,000. If you look at year to date of the last 5 years, look at this market drop. It was all the way down at 173 on March of the 20th. Yes, if you sell there, you probably lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
But listen, look at this, since if you started investing 30 years ago, right?
Yeah.
2020, 1990. 1990, the Dow was at 5,000 points. So even if you sold that fucking 18 grand, you're still up. You're still tripled, quadrupled your money.
Yeah.
You know? So that's the thing with index funds. That's why they're so easy. That's why I say to invest in it, because you can be an idiot. All you have to do is
Put some money in
set
every
it
month.
going
Yeah.
$100 a month into that account for 20, 30 years, and you're guaranteed to have money at the end of it. You know? So my advice for someone, if you don't know what the fuck to do, is you can walk into any financial advisor's office, or you can go right on Vanguard.com, or you can go to Fidelity, all that stuff, and literally just set up any IRA. And the benefit of a Roth was you're taxed now.
Right.
So when you put money
pull
into
it
a
out,
Roth IRA,
you don't pay
you're taxed now at the
capital
current
gains
rate.
tax.
In 30 years, when you take it out, it's untaxable. It's already taxed.
Yeah.
So then it's tax-free income. You
Looks
know?
like I'm going Roth IRA shopping.
I've been doing it since I was 18. Now I make too much money. I can't put any more money in. But
What's the limit annually? It's an annual limit of how much you can put in?
well, you could only put in $6,000 a year. But if you make over 130 grand a year, you can't contribute to a Roth
At all.
at all. $0.
So what happens? You're only allowed to use what you had already put in now.
Correct. But I don't put any money. Listen, I put $6,000. When I was 18 and 19, I put $6,000 each year. So I put 12 grand in. Dude, you know what that 12 grand is going to be worth?
Tell me, Daddy.
Compound
Hit me with that compound
interest
interest.
calculator. Let's see. Initial investment, we'll say 12 grand. We didn't make any monthly contributions. I was when I was 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Let's say it's in there for 40 years. I retire at 60. Estimated return is 10%, and compound is annually. I invested 12 grand.
And you're getting 43 out. 543.
And I'll be getting $543,000 when I retire.
When do you get that out?
That would be at age 60.
I'll hit you up.
I invested 12 grand at 18 and 19. And at 60, I have 543. Now, listen, if you continue to contribute,
right.
Let's say you can contribute $500 a month. Calculate that. I'm at $3.2 million if I contribute $500 a month.
What have you been contributing?
I contributed. I opened up a solo 401k and a SEP IRA, and I put $30K a year into those. Wow. So, I mean, I'll have some good money hopefully by the time I retire.
I'm gonna hit you up, bro.
But that's not even like. Listen, that's I tell people this all the time. I'm gonna make money in all sorts of things, and I think I can get a lot better return on plenty of other things I do. Real estate businesses I just invested in another business I just put 50 grand into, but like this is plan 19. Like if everything I do in my life fails, I still am gonna retire with some money to be okay. You know, like I still will know that my family and when I want to retire, I'm not gonna be in debt and screwed. So this is just my plan B's or my plan F, I should call it. And I'm only contributing money until I'm 30. So what I do is I'm going to contribute from now until I'm 30. I'll never invest another penny. And at the rate I'm going right now, if I keep investing the same money I'm investing now, in just the 2 or 3 accounts I have, I'll have $40 million. If I never invest a penny after 30. And I retire at 65. At 65, not 60. If you took this another 5 years, dude, because you're already at that level, it would turn 3.2 million, and you go just another 5 years, turn it to 5.2 million.
That's fucking nuts.
Actually, 2 million. Because once you're at that level, 10% of 2 million is $200,000.
So what we're saying, people,
you're growing money so much.
Invest into a Roth IRA. Invest into your future. Yes.
You keep
the sooner the better. Oh no, I'm scared. I'm on camera alone. Garth moment. What's that? Oh yeah. Yeah, this is a pretty this is a good one. Little lack of structure. But I think the main points are save your money. Go out and make more fucking money. Don't be lazy. You can't be sitting home not making money. Also, I think so many people are just so used to sitting and making other people money and being just playing the safe route. You know what I'm saying, Mob? When you just work for someone else and you collect your little check every week.
Wow.
Like you should be working for yourself. Like Mobby here owns Q29 Studios.
And we're currently here right now. It feels different to be behind the camera.
It's nice, right?
Wow. And what's it like to be in the shoes of Zach Dingy as I stand here? I mean, a man who at 18 invested, what did he say, 12 grand in a Roth IRA?
Yeah.
Now when he's 60, he's going to be looking at 500 grand, and that's plan 19?
Yeah.
Somebody learned the tools at an early age.
Yep.
So all
he
I'm
had
gonna
good
say
advisement.
is
Good. Must have been Glenn Dingy.
you should just follow the path
And now he's a cameraman. Look
of
at him
Mr.
go.
Zach Plug PV.
Plan 21.
JG.
Plan 21.
I had to pee so bad I couldn't hold it in. I had to go. But now I'm back. And I got some more money.
Money, 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 money. All right, wrap it up. What do we got? What are your main points? Like I just shared a few of mine.
Oh, you finally talked after I left?
Yeah, for like 2 seconds.
I had no choice,
And then I
right?
had Bryce come up here and save my ass. I was choking, dude.
How long have we been going? How long is this episode?
You're at 50 minutes.
Nice. Doesn't even feel like it.
50 minutes?
You've just been listening. I've just been talking,
The whole time.
the whole time. My final point is, A, make more money.
Make
B,
more money.
Figure out whatever ways you can to fuck the IRS. They don't deserve a penny from you at the end of the year.
Fuck
It's
them.
legal. Fucking, it's legal money laundering. That what they're doing from you is taking money legally. Listen, I do think you should contribute a little bit, but motherfucker, 50% a year. If I make $1 million a year and you live in LA or you live in New York City, you have to pay 63% in taxes. I have to give you more money. You deserve more money.
Because of where I live.
Not even that, but you deserve more than 50% of my money just because I live in your country is crazy. If I make $1 million,
insane.
I have to give you $630,000 of my money.
I think what it really is.
Fuck the IRS.
It's an incentive for you to use your money in other ways. So obviously one of the biggest tax write-offs for really rich people is when you give to charities, right? So you can avoid paying taxes by giving to charities.
Every rich person
so
got a
it's
fund.
sort of like the government saying,
Foundation.
hey, instead of you keeping all that fucking money, do something with it. Or give it to us so we can. Now, giving it to the government, do I think they spend money wisely? Fuck no. They're the worst money spenders in the goddamn world. Our whole last episode
2 things
was
guaranteed.
about how they're fucking handling heroin, and that's a fucking catastrophe if you ask me. Or maybe they'll develop it so it's not. But if you got a ton of money and it's just fucking sitting there, give it to charity. Do something with it. You keep most of it. You'll be able to keep a lot of it that way, or more of it anyway.
Okay. Point number 1, make more money. Point number 2, fuck the IRS. Point number 3, if you can't write it off, don't buy it. When you start to get a business, you'll understand what the fuck I mean. If you can't write it off in some way, shape, or form, and it costs you a lot of money, don't buy it because it ain't worth it.
And you can write off anything you fucking need.
You basically can write off anything. You could say anything is for business, as long as you're doing it. Fucking go to a restaurant and hand out a business card. There you go. Now you're doing business at
a restaurant.
At restaurant. So now you could write that meal off.
Zach's taking me for business lunch right after this.
Fuck off. My 4th point is fall down 7 times, get back up 8 makes no sense.
We didn't really touch on that.
You didn't fall down an 8th time to get up an 8th time. It's fall down 7 times, get up 7 times. So get your shit straight.
I'm going to argue that one too. You got to get up initially to fall down the first time.
No, you're already up.
You're not born that way.
You did have to get dressed this morning, right?
I did not wake up. Well, maybe I did.
That's how when it cut out. I was trying to show people, but now we're back. We cut out because I don't know, our camera overheated.
I started talking about some hot shit.
Tony talked about his wee and
boom.
YouTube knew.
Like, I
cut
can't
that
take
shit out.
this.
It censored you real quick. It didn't let you get your point out. You got any final points? I talked this whole podcast, so you got anything?
Yeah, just
did you learn anything new
today? Be smart
today?
with your fucking money, people. Like, there's a million ways to use it. Go online.
Money's just a tool.
Learn about what you can do with it. You're not supposed to live check to check.
Money is just a tool.
Figure something else out, a little better. I know I certainly used to live check to check, and then I was like, there's got to be something fucking better to this. And then you learn how to spend money to make money. You shouldn't be afraid to spend money if you're putting it into something that's got a return. You should be afraid of going out every fucking weekend and shopping for your dumb clothes because you're never going to make money back on that shit. You should use your money to take advantage of the things around you. But that's pretty much all I got to say.
Wealthy people know how to use money as a tool because that's all money is. Yeah. You're gonna spend it in some way, shape, or form. Money is meant to be spent. You shouldn't save money just for the sake of saving. No. So when you spend it, if you spend it on good shit, yeah, exactly.
Invest it.
You always spend money. Like I've made well into 6 figures this year, and I have less than 5 figures in my bank account. I have 4 digits in my bank account because all of my money goes out to shit that is actually going to make me money or shit that I want. Like, I'm a big believer in, listen, life is long, but life is short. Like, yeah, life, I'm only 22. I'm going to be around a long time, but life is also short. And by the time I'm 50, it's going to be like that. So I spend money like it fucking flies out of my pocket, but I also make
things
money.
that make a return.
Correct.
That's what you spend your money on.
Yeah.
Things that can make.
You'll never hear me say, don't buy that. I'm the motherfucker that's going to tell you to buy everything.
Big facts.
I buy
Can't
a lot
even
of
hang out
stupid
with this
shit.
guy.
So
Ball out.
every time we're together, we go to Texas.
Fuck it,
You
ball out.
spend money on a plane ride
What are you
to
doing?
Texas.
You working? Fuck it. Let's go to Texas.
And that's why we probably won't see you guys next week because we're going to be in Tejas.
Tejas,
We'll
my
be back
boy's
after
running
that.
a marathon.
Throw some money in the air, guys.
Throw some money in the air. Listen,
We can get rid of all this money.
watch this. This thing's actually a money thrower. It's not even a leg.
I'll drink from it.
Just a money machine, baby.
Adios, fellas.
Thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe. Tell us what you do with your money to make more money. Or tell us how stupid you are with your money and how you spend it on dumb shit so I can make fun of you.
That's better than saving it. I'd rather you spend it on some stupid shit than save it because at least you have some money.
Yeah, big facts. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Peace.